All right. Is anybody there? Hi, everybody. Is everyone here? Hi, everybody. Are you around? Good morning, one and all, to the Stock Markets with Bruce channel. I'm Bruce. Morning, Stock one and all Markets with Bruce. It's not very fancy, is it? I'm Uncle Bruce. They call me Uncle Bruce. I love wearing my Rugman Yoink sweatshirt because it's kind of cool around here. Nice to have you here. I'm in Palm Desert, California. I'm homeless. My hot Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife and I are in a condo right now, and we're just hanging out for the winter. We're going to get Jennifer into the medical center here real soon to put that little baby back there in action. Jen's getting a new hip, so that's what's happening around here. So, we're just nomads hanging out, and I'm just in front of a computer, just talking to people, asking them to like him as I'm trying to stay on top of things here. Reading headlines coming out right now saying that apparently the U.S. inflation rate the past 12 months for import prices slowed to 2.7% from 4.1%. U.S. import prices dropped 0.6 of a percentage point, down 0.4% minus fuel, so a little lower inflation rate stuff. Well, that's because of the strong U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar is much higher when these numbers were tabulated, but unfortunately, since those numbers were kind of made up, these are November numbers. This is mid-December. The U.S. dollar has dropped against foreign currencies quite a bit in the last 2 weeks. That's going to reverse again, and if the U.S. dollar keeps dropping, that's going to do more. Today, however, is Fed Fund Day. Fed Funds Day. This is where Chairman Powell will come to the microphone for a press conference later today to talk about the fact that they've just raised interest rates again, probably half a point. We think half a point, and is going to, reiterate their steadfast resolve to fight inflation at all costs, even if it causes pain in the U.S. economy. And he's going to talk about how the job market has been kind of resilient, and he's maybe going to mention, maybe he'll mention that 80 to 100 million Americans are getting an 8.6% raise on January the 1st. Senior citizens of the United States are going to get a big fat cost of living increase for their Social Security checks, 8.6%. That money will go right back into the economy. It's coming out of the U.S. Treasury to Americans' hands, and these folks are going to spend that money on all the bills that are piling up that have been added to their problems because of the higher inflation numbers for the last year. They're finally going to get a monthly raise. This isn't like a one-time check. It's not like here in America, every American gets $2,000. Sorry about it's too bad about inflation. Here's a $2,000 one-time thing. No. It's 8.6% over the year payable when you get paid every month. And it's not like Americans on Social Security get a weekly check. They get a monthly check. I think it's monthly. I know in Canada, you only get paid once a month. So you got to go the whole month before you get your dough. And in the case of Americans, I think they don't get the money till just before the end of the month. So they got to wait 3 more weeks in January before they get their first actual check with an 8.6 or something percent increase factored in over the full year. So what is that, $15, $14 a person? Well, how much is this? It can't be a lot of them. Is it $80? Is that going to make the difference for people on Social Security to be able to catch up on all the bills that have been piling up? No. But it's going back into the economy. Yes, it is. All that dough will be turned right around and go right back into the U.S. economy. And it's called the service economy. And that will add to inflationary pressures. And Powell is up against it. He's trying to calm inflation. But at the same time, he knows deep down inside, as do all the governors know, that 70% of the American economy is not affected by price increases from goods and services, or goods, it's services, the services economy. So when an airline pilot gets a 34% pay increase from Delta, that makes up for the fact that they haven't had a contract for 3 years, and now here's another 3-year contract, and all adds up at the end of 3 years to 34% more money in your pocket. Gross, not net, gross. So a $100,000 employee in 3 years should be generating $134,000 in revenue. So that's 6 years of increases, $34,000 over really 6 years, but payable now in a big chunk to make up for 3 years of nothing, and now 6% going forward, something like that. This is service economy. This is going to hit the economy. Now, airline pilots are going to get a big, fat, one-time check as a catch-up check. Oh, yes. And many millions of other Americans who are part of unions who haven't had contracts for a while also will get one-time, big-time cash payouts to make up for the fact that they haven't had this pay increase for the last year or two. Yeah, sure. That will all go back in the economy because people who work for a living, generally speaking, 97, 98% of people who work for a living, they don't have a bunch of money lying around sitting in cash. They're not multi-billionaires. They're not multi-millionaires. They're hardworking folks who just kind of get by, check to check. They got themselves to pay for, their kids, their grandkids, whatever. This money is just going to go into the economy and just keep right on going. Because this doesn't solve jack squat. These checks are lower than the inflation rate that's eating Americans alive right now, and eating Canadians, and eating Mexicans, and eating South Americans, and Africans, and Europeans, and Asians. It doesn't matter where you are. Everywhere in the world, the middle class, the upper middle class, and the lower classes are being destroyed with a lower standard of living. You just don't see it all in one moment. It's just a little nibble, a little nibble, a little nibble, a little nibble. There are people all over the place who are making lifestyle decisions to not do certain things or buy certain things for maybe 6 months, a year, or just postpone things indefinitely. And that is the essence of an economic slowdown. You don't see it when you go outside for a walk. You don't actually see it. You can sense it, though. And when you talk to friends and family, you'll say, "Oh, are you guys going down to Phoenix this year for the winter?" Yeah, but we're only going down for 3 months this year. We're not going to be down there for 5 months, only 3 months. Well, down in Phoenix, there are businesses down there who are going, oh, Jesus, these non-voting big spenders that come down here every year, the ones that we nail with these hotel taxes and car rental taxes that don't vote. They're out-of-towners, they're non-voting people that make this economy work, and we don't have to answer to them. We just tell them what they have to do because you're in my town. They're not here for 5 months. They're here for 3 months. Oops. There's 60 days of resort spending that isn't there. Here's 60 days of restaurant spending. Here's 60 days of Costco spending, gasoline spending, In-N-Out spending, going to do this spending. It isn't there. And you multiply that by millions of people in Orlando, Miami, Sarasota, Tampa, Atlanta, the Carolinas, the Texases of the world, the Arizonas, the California. They're not coming in to spend that kind of money because they can't. They don't have it because costs have gone up. Everyone has raised their prices. That's the problem. Here in California, everything's more expensive than it was before. Well, guess what? People won't spend more money. Where's the more money coming from? They don't have more money. They have as much money. In some cases, less money until they get a raise. But a lot of people who come down here are actually seniors who have some income from their retirement investments, but they also have this monthly income from their pensions, Social Security, what have you, a lifetime of work where they put their money into the system is now coming back to them with interest because it was mandatory in certain countries that you had to put a portion of your pay into Social Security or retirement plan. There's no choice. It was deducted at source by law. And now by law, it comes back to you. But have you noticed how governments are changing the rules on getting that money? You have to be older now to get it. Can't get it at age 60 or 65. Some countries are lifting the bar. They don't have the money. They've been deficit spending on all kinds of stuff. This is just adding up and adding up and adding up. A lower standard of living is being experienced by a majority of the planet right now. And inflation is eating it up even worse and faster. And this is screwing up people's plans. Big plans, not just little plans. Huge plans are being blown out of the water, and people don't realize it fully. They don't quite get it, or they're beginning to sense that something is up here. It's going to get ugly. And yet the stock market just merrily goes along. Everything is great. We're going to cut rates next year. We're going to have quantitative easing come back. It's going to be easy for companies to raise money again, and the stock market will hit all-time highs. Except that's not what's going to happen. That's not gonna happen. But we are, only down 10 points on the Dow this morning. It's not a bad day at all. The Fed funds are going up today half a point, probably 99% sure. Half a point. It won't go up a quarter point. That I cannot possibly fathom. Could it go up 3/4 of a point? Yeah, the outside chance, the pitcher threw the wrong pitch, the batter's bat got in the right place, and the ball went out of the park. Half a point is probably what we're dealing with here. The market shouldn't be going up today. The market should actually be going down. You sell on the news. When you get what you expect, the market goes lower. As in what happened yesterday. The pre-market, it was all good times. We're up 800 points on the Dow. Put on the Yoko Ono record and let's dance. Until the market was open about an hour or two, and all of a sudden that 800-point euphoria turned into 500-600 points on the actual opening. And then we were in the 400s. Then we're up 300s. Then we're up like 200s. Then we're only up in the hundreds. Then we went negative. What the hell is that all about? I mean, what? Yes, we went into the red yesterday for a while. We did close with a 103-point gain. The computer buy programs kicked in at the end of the day, I'm sure, to sort of salvage the day, I suppose. But we went red at 12:30 in the afternoon yesterday, big time. We went red fast. Man, it was ugly. And we ended up with a high yesterday of 34,700. I'm looking at my stats here. 34,700 for the high, roughly, and 33,900 for the low. That was an 800-point spread from the high of the day yesterday to the low of the day yesterday. And we ended up with a 100-point gain on a 34,000-point index. It's called a nothing burger move on a day where inflation report came out lower than before. Everybody got what they wanted. Everyone said, boy, if we could just get an inflation report that's lower, then the Fed can ease up on rising those rates. And in 2023, we could start seeing interest rate reductions to spur the economy because inflation will have been slayed. The dragon is dead. Not going to happen. Sorry, inflation is going to be part of our lives for the next 3 to 5 years. This 8-second attention span so many of you have been grown up with, I am sorry. You're going to keep getting these dope slaps, like these Will Smith dope slaps that will give you bitter reality, okay? And the bitter reality is the 8-second attention span only works on television when you watch TV shows and movies and play video games, because the camera angle changes every 3 seconds, every 4 seconds. You never leave the camera angle still for more than 8 seconds. The next time you watch an NFL football game on television, do this, okay? When they show you the picture from above, the two teams lined up, the offense and the defense, in your mind go 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Now, the quarterback is standing there yelling the play. Sometimes Tom Brady, he likes to change it up at the line, right? You think, oh, they're going to keep that picture still for 20 seconds are up until he calls the play. It is 2 1,000, 3 1,000. You watch. Very rarely do you ever get to 8, because somewhere in the booth, in the truck where the director is, producer, whatever, they're going to go camera 4, camera 6, camera 2, camera 1. Camera 1 is the one shot with the whole field, the 2 lines, 2 offensive lines. You get that shot first. Then you get the shot of the face of Tom Brady from the end zone. You zoomed in right on his face because he's looking around at the field. He's doing this. Then you get the shot from perhaps behind Tom Brady off to the side, and you can see. Then you get the main shot again. 1 1,000, 2 1,000. Change the picture. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Change the picture. Totally immerse you into nothing. There's nothing going on. He's just looking over the field, calling out numbers, yelling at his receivers. I've changed the play. Here's the play. And you're getting camera angle, camera angle, camera angle, camera angle. And the play happens, and it's movement and changes. And then you get the replay. And the replay, you get 4 replays from 4 angles, especially if there's a call on the field that has to be reviewed. This is the most incredible bonus that the NFL has ever given itself, the official replay review. It's wonderful because it's a perfect way to put action in when there isn't any action. What's really happening in the stadium? The fans are bored to tears. They're going for a pee break. They're going to get a beer because it's going to take 3 minutes for this damn review to come from wherever. And the referee's looking at some screen somewhere on the sidelines. Then he comes out and tells us what's going on. In the meantime, we're getting Dorito commercials. We're getting Budweiser commercials. We're getting whatever. It is a wonderful cash cow making machine waiting for the decision. Well, that's what's happening today. We're waiting for the decision from the Fed funds rate. And then we are going to see the most boring television on television, where you've got this guy who kind of looks like this guy right here. He looks a lot like this guy right here. He's very similar looking to him, except he wears glasses. Behind a podium of some kind, and he's going to read a speech, and he's going to take some questions. And you can hear a pin drop in the background. And what you're not going to hear is that annoying replay music they play now. You know that replay music? That sound with the guitar going, you know that crap? Everybody hates it. Everybody hates it. They don't stop ever doing that. You don't hear that in the background with Powell. He's just interesting. Answer the questions one by one. We have a question from Steve Leisman, CNBC. Boring. And we're watching the markets go, woo, whoa, 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 woo. He adjusted his glasses, go up 100 points. Oh, God. It's a nothing burger, okay? It's a nothing burger. I don't have a reason here to expect. I can't give you an excuse that the market should take a real good shot higher today. I can't. Because if he is going to say what he's supposed to say, and what he's probably going to try and say again, we're fighting inflation until we knock it off. And inflation is at 7-8%. We haven't knocked that off. A year ago, we were thinking inflation would be 2%, 2.5%. It's at 7.5%. And that's down from 8 something. Hardly an achievement here of great proportions. This is not a passing grade. This is like a D on how inflation has been slayed. And it shouldn't be gone already. If there's real inflation in the economy, you haven't topped out yet. You're going to top out in 2 years from the beginning until the height, at least 2 years. And then you're going to be there for a while. And then you're going to start to chop it down because inflation hasn't permeated into the economy yet in its entirety. All of these contracts for unionized workers, from government workers to airline employees, for automotive employees, we haven't even had the car factories have discussions yet about a new contract. This is yet to come. The good times have yet to come. We have got contracts to be negotiated with millions of employers and hundreds of millions of employees And any one of these outfits, groupings, go on strike because they can't come up with a deal, GDP will be affected. The GDP of the United States of America, the strongest economy on the planet, will be affected, and it will crater the fragile market. And this is what no one in Wall Street wants to talk to you about. You never sell. You will never sell. We let us manage your money forever, all the time, no matter what. The only good news I have for you today, and it's not getting a lot of press. I don't even know if you've heard about it. Maybe you've heard about it in like a 8-second attention span announcement and nothing else has come your way. It seems that in the Senate and in the Congress, they have made progress to pass a 1-year continuing spending bill for the United States government. In other words, they're going to kick the problem of the United States going into default with its loans and debts out an entire year by raising the deficit limit and putting it all away, giving the Republicans a huge break for the first 6 months, 9 months of their new control of the Congress. And Republicans are going to vote for this because they too know, oh God, the last thing we want is to have Kevin McCarthy and all these wackos at the Congress fighting over each other about what kind of a government spending bill we should have in the first 3 months of the new Republican Congress, where everything is now back to normal and everything is going to be okay again. And this is why you should vote Republicans into all the offices in 2 years, including president, because look how well everything is running. They don't want to have in the first 30 to 60 days a financial crisis that could put the United States into default. If you think that the Democrats don't know this, think again. Everyone pays attention everywhere. There are lobbyists for Democrats. There are lobbyists for Republicans. There are political consultants all over Washington, everywhere else. And everyone knows that the game that will be played is at the last minute. The spending bill will pass, the president will sign it, and in the next week, the kooky Republicans take over the House, and now nothing gets done except on Hunter Biden investigations, because that's the next 2 years. Get ready for every conceivable, possible conspiracy type, anything to do with Hunter Biden. Anything, please give me something. We need something because we've got to get the attention away from that January the 6th committee. We got to get attention away from Donald Trump and his problems. We have to get attention away from everything so that the Republican Party can have its primary season, and DeSantis and Trump and who knows who else can put up a fight for the nominee for the Republican Party without any distractions like government funding and other stuff. We don't want that. No. Democrats know that. The Democrats know that right now they can pass a continuing resolution and get a budget passed, a government spending bill passed that will include aid for Ukraine, will include money for other programs. They'll try to jam as much in as they can. That's their last kick if they can. And then the hope is that whatever they get passed and get through, with the Senate being Democratic and the House being Republican, the two can't make the other do something. And so the Democrats won't lose what they got, and the Republicans can't take away what they want to eliminate. And here we go for 2 years of complete and utter dysfunction. And watch the US GDP pay a price for that, and each side blames the other because of it. And there you go. Welcome to America, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And let's keep going. Option writers, how great is this? How great is this for option writers? This is exactly what you want. You want complete mayhem to be happening in the economy. You want complete mayhem politically. You don't want any one group having a dominant way with themselves. You want dysfunction at every level, because this allows you to write options to more and more desperate people who are going to find that they've been laid off of a job they thought they would never get let go from and are now desperado investors in the options market. Many people who have jobs who are going to find, I can't find the hot stock of the day right now. I got to get into something. I'm going to get into options, try to get rich. Because I heard somebody say somewhere that somebody bought $5,000 worth of options on some stock and it went up to $50,000. And I that's what I'm going for. And I've done my 15 minutes of research. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy options on whatever. I'm going to get rich. That's what you are looking for. This is what makes dreams come true at the casino level in the options market. The option writers that own the casinos, that are their own little casinos, are the ones whose waterfalls just keep on waterfalling. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. It's great. It's wonderful times. Absolutely wonderful time. You couldn't ask for a better scenario than that. Couldn't ask for a better scenario than that. Heard today something very interesting, by the way. I've mentioned this on the Gold Bagel Trade Alert show that I do before I do this show. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you know about it. If you're not a Gold Bagel member, hey, get off your duff, become a Gold Bagel member, join us before this show every day. And tonight, 8 o'clock, prime time with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members only. Come on aboard and join the party because we really get a lot accomplished on Wednesday nights because it's relaxed. The markets are closed and we can just chat. We can talk about trades and options. And okay, enough of that. Look, something else came up this morning you should know about. You're going to hear about this more and more and more. More of this is going to come your way. You're going to say to yourselves, as the weeks and months go by, I had no idea. I had no idea. You really? You got to be kidding me. No way. This is you in the future. Okay, so you don't need a flux capacitor. I've gone to the future. I've checked it out. This is what you were doing. And now I'm come back and I'm just telling you, don't worry about a flux capacitor. It's all been figured out. America, Canada, Europe, and the rest of the financial world out there is about to realize what kind of a mess the crypto market has become and how deep into the economy this mess is and how big a problem this is becoming. What we don't know right now is we don't know on the outside how many dollars, forget about the cryptocurrency values, forget that, dollars. How many dollars, euros, yen, pounds, anything have been eviscerated from existence because of the FTX thing and the depreciation of value of cryptocurrencies and the utter destruction of firms that are involved in the crypto business, from exchanges to who knows what. The reason we don't know the number is because there's never been an audit done for and to the industry itself, the crypto business, by a reputable top 5 accounting firm. The same firms that the New York Stock Exchange, the SEC, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, insurance companies, banks, governments, the same entities that are utilized by those outfits have not been utilized to figure out the values and the transactions and the whereabouts of the dough that has gone into crypto. And there's a very good reason for this. There's a very good explanation for all of that. It's because the people who were involved in crypto, who got into it 10, 12, 15 years ago, the early adopters, and then all the followers since, which are many, many millions, they didn't want government in their lives. They don't want government in their money. People who are into crypto are saying, if I want government in my life, I'll hold a US dollar bill. That is traceable to a pretty great extent, especially electronically. The euro, the pound, they're very traceable. But with crypto, I don't have to go through my local bank, and I don't have to give them my social security number, and I don't have to show them a passport or a driver's license. I can buy and sell crypto all I want and put it where I want and no one in government gets in my way. And the thinking was that as long as crypto keeps rising in value, as the rest of the world adopts and wants to get into this wildly unregulated thing, the value of crypto will rise because there's only so much crypto to go around, apparently. It seems, at least it did up until a few years ago, it seems that if you buy Bitcoin, it just goes up in price all the time. It fluctuates, it has good days, bad days. But all in all, quarter to quarter, month to month, year to year, that thing keeps going up in value. So if I got into crypto in 2012, by 2018, I was looking pretty good. My value, whatever money I put into it every couple of weeks, months, early days on, that money's gone up 5, 10, 20, 30 times in value. I was putting in $100 a week, and every week, $100 is now worth like $1,000, $2,000. It's fantastic. I've turned like maybe $1,500, $2,000 into 20 grand. I'm a veritable genius, and I am off the radar from the government, whatever that, whoever one you're worried about, and I can do what I want. That was the whole point of this whole thing. This whole crypto thing was to not have government in my life. Now, all of a sudden, we have a poster child that is being blamed for all your problems with regards to crypto, and the United States government is coming to your rescue to save you from this crook who has ripped you off to an unbelievable extent. And he's now in the Bahamas in a jail cell because the United States Department of Justice has put out an arrest warrant for this guy, and we're not going to let him flee around the world anymore. He's 45 miles off the U.S. coast in the Bahamas. He's on camera every second day to anyone who wants to interview this guy. I mean, this guy is hiding. I mean, he's on the run. He just agreed to get in front of Congress on Wednesday next week, albeit on camera, but at least that more than can be said for Elon Musk or anybody out there. Not on camera with these guys. I mean, this guy was willing to go on camera to talk about his crypto thing. And he's going, I've lost billions of dollars. So have many other people. I'm not the only one. Was he running the crypto world? Doesn't sound like it. He's part of it. Sure. Yeah. The bigger you are, the more you probably are part of it. Has he done some moves that might be questionable? Maybe. Have they been proven in court? No. No. There is nothing official proven anywhere. There are merely accusations. The United States government is trying to save people from the very government that people don't want to have anything to do with. This is the wildest thing. There are no street protests up and down Main Street, USA, of mothers and fathers and children holding up signs going, arrest so-and-so and arrest such and such because my daddy lost money in crypto, or my mommy lost money in crypto, or our teenage son put $1,500 into crypto. There's no protests anywhere about that, because the people who lost money in crypto, or who are theoretically losing money in crypto, but they haven't sold it, so they really are losing, and they're thinking it's going to come back anyway. They're saying to themselves, leave us the hell alone. We don't need your help. We don't need you to save us. We'll correct it ourselves, because we didn't want government in our lives in this whole thing in the first place. We don't want anything to do with it. And so it's kind of hard to defend Americans' interests when the Americans who are the victims of this crime, if there is a crime, don't want you to do anything. But this is a perfect way for the government to sneak in the back door and say, well, we're here to save you. We're here to make sure you're better now. It's like a wellness check when the cop knocks on your door without a warrant and says, I'm here to check out, make sure you're okay. Come on out and let us talk to you for a while. Oh, let me put you in handcuffs for officer safety. Why don't you have a seat in the back of my patrol car and we'll talk there. You feel better now? Is a wellness check working out for you? Really? No. Oh, by the way, we noticed that you haven't cut your lawn in 2 weeks. I'm going to have to write you up for a ticket. And since you haven't done this for over 2 months, we're going to arrest you now for, all kinds of violations. But a wellness check. We were here for a wellness check. It's all good. All right. Mind if we put a dog in your house to sniff for any illegal substances, by the way, because you might be a cocaine dealer. We might have hit the jackpot here. In any event, do you want government in your life? Really? You want it to really help you? Really? How much of your money are you getting back from the U.S. Justice Department after they spend probably $100 million of your taxpayer dollars to track down every conceivable possible lead of wrongdoing, perhaps arrest 150 different people, 200 people, 500 people, who knows how many people, and then ultimately hand it all over to the IRS and say, go after all these people who haven't declared their income on this money and charge them with tax evasion. How many of those dollars are coming back to you to make your life any better whatsoever? Nothing. How many political points are being gained here? Not many, I don't think. I don't think many. There's probably certain groups that are probably going, yeah, this is great. Maybe the Wall Street crowd, perhaps, but I don't think so. I think a lot of the Wall Street crowd are into crypto with their own money. We're going to find out how all this works out. This is going to be so much fun. I tell you, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's just another day in paradise. I will say this, though. Apparently, the story goes that the amount of money that seems to be unaccounted for seems to be in excess of the Bernie Madoff money that was originally deemed lost. The Ponzi scheme that apparently Bernie Madoff was involved with was originally estimated at over $15 billion. And after they brought a receiver in there to try to recover funds and all that stuff, only about $2 billion is missing. Only about $2 billion is missing. Bernie's dead. He died of old age. He's lost his sons. Other people have died. I mean, there's been changes in the 10 years that all this blew up, 12 years, whatever it was. And there are people out there who are taking credit for, solving the big mystery of Bernie Madoff and all that good stuff. And that's fine. Are you any further ahead financially because Bernie Madoff's thing died? Did the market not hit new highs? Yeah, it did. It just kept on going. It was a nothing burger at the end of the day. It was a great story. It was a great big thing. Yeah, there's probably wrongdoing. Yeah, sure. But was it really blown out of proportion? Yeah, probably. But hey, not defending Bernie. Rest in peace, Bernie. What can I say? A lot of people made a lot of money with Bernie, but people lost a lot of money too. So there you go. On the crypto thing, I don't know what to do. I've been asked by you guys, not necessarily you, the audience that's here right now, but I have been asked on this channel a year and a half ago, back in January of 2021, when I first came on the air. I mean, there were people begging me for my opinion on crypto, this, crypto, that, this exchange, this stuff, new companies going public that have something to do with the crypto marketing and all this stuff. I got junk emails. I got emails by the gazillions from crypto related, all kinds of schemes to promote crypto credit cards and crypto savings accounts and crypto this and crypto that. And I thought to myself, I don't understand this stuff. Why would I promote it? No, thank you. I don't think I'm for sale. And here we are talking about writing options instead. This is far more in my comfort zone. Just stick to my knitting. The good news for you, though, I will give you guys good news. Good Lord Almighty, as option writers, are you loving this? You are loving this so much. If this story of crypto shenaniganism continues to expand out, and it will, because certain people believe politically it's a winner chicken dinner. If this story keeps expanding out the way it's going to go, there's going to be a realization from various camps out there, especially analysts, who are going to say, you know what, there's a lot of billions of dollars missing from the investment markets through crypto. Maybe meltdown in values and or unaccounted for funds. But the so-called loose money that was flying around 2-3 years ago, like 19, 2020, 2021, 2022, all that loose cash that was chasing all kinds of hot stock rumors and SPACs and IPOs and all, a lot of that money was tied up in one way or another into some form of crypto something. And today, 2023, 2024, 2025, it is so regulated now that government is all over every transfer of every dime in the crypto scene. And those days are gone. And as an option writer, you're sitting there going, yeah, you know what that means? That means if I write a call option that's out of the money on GameStop or on IBM or on Apple or on Cisco or on Microsoft or on Pfizer or on whatever, I'm going to make money because these stocks can't run away on me. They can't run away. There isn't enough money in the system to have that happen. That happened when GameStop took off from $4 a share in June of 2020 when I made my first video about it, to the 500 level on the over-the-counter after-hours market, but more like 300-400 in the actual market. Those days are over. 70 to 100 million shares a day at $300 a share on one meme stock, GameStop. 200 million shares a day on AMC, and 100 million shares on this one, and 50 million a day on that one, and 80. All the billions and multiple billions of dollars changing hands every day on all the meme stocks back in January, February, March, April of 2021. All that is gone. That money is gone. It's not around anymore. There's maybe 10% of it left, and it's just in the stocks. The other 90% of froth that made GameStop go up $20 in 1 hour would make AMC go up $2 a share from $8 to $10 and then back to $9. All that froth is gone. It's not around anymore. And yeah, it got eaten up in crypto. It got eaten up in tightening money supply scenarios. Inflation is eating up people's money. People are taking money out of the market to pay bills. It's all gone. It's not around anymore. And so option writers are going, this is getting easier. I'm writing an option on GameStop. I'm writing 20, 25s, 26s. I roll up to 27s and 28s when the stock goes up. And then the stock levels off for a while. And the options just slowly depreciate with time. And then the stock backs up $1 or $2 and these contracts just crap out. These contracts crap out. And they go from 550 to 450 to 375 to 225 to 182. And I can buy them back and then rewrite new $4 and $5 contracts. I like this game. I really, really like this game. You're the 1%ers that are part of this win at the expense of the 99% who don't do what you do and are only on one side of the market. They buy low to sell high. Unfortunately, they're buying high to sell low. That's what's ending up happening to a lot of these folks. They really believe in the upside of, they love GameStop like you do. They love it. They just think GameStop's going to go from $23 to $33 this week. They're convinced, or in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks, it's going to go. And it doesn't. It doesn't go. It moves up a little bit from time to time, but it doesn't go. And when it goes, everyone's happy, including you guys who are writing options on this stuff. You're just going, oh, okay, the stock wants to go up. Well, I guess I'll roll up then. I guess that's what I'll do, and that's what you do. And by doing that, you're writing higher price contracts for even more money, and you get a bigger cash balance. And then a couple weeks later, you're seeing the stock slip back just little at a time, and those calls are going, and it's wonderful for you. And it's going to be wonderful for you going forward if you understand how this happens. And that's the trick of being an option writer. You've got to understand this market. And you better be willing to learn it. But, are you rewarded when you do? That is the beauty part of this whole thing. There are people out there who spend a lot of time learning how to be a good Uber driver. They get a car, they get it serviced, they have it nice and clean, they learn all the little things about being an Uber driver, they learn their city's maps and figure out all the routes and all that good stuff, how to get from point A to point B in a very efficient manner. They do everything Uber tells them to do. They're very good people and they're hardworking and they put in their hours and their hours and their hours and their hours. At the end of the year, they calculate how they're doing and they figured out their returns and their, expenses and profits and maintenance and insurance and everything else. And they come out with a salary number, and not one of them is a millionaire and will never be a millionaire. But to be fair to an Uber wannabe, they're not going in expecting to become a millionaire. They're going into it to make a few bucks. They just want to make some more cash flow. And is there anything wrong with that? No, there isn't. There's not a damn thing wrong with it. And if you are someone with limited physical means, limited career means, limited geography situations, where you live, your career is not in demand right now. You can make money while waiting it out. Hey, is there anything wrong with that? Nothing is wrong with that. Here's the reality, though. There are people out there right now, and have been for over a decade, who have been doing this, who are dedicating 6, 8, 10, 12, and more hours a day to a cause of that nature. And if they were putting in 2 hours a day to understand what we do, if they could do it, if they had the means, if they had the ability, the money, the time, whatever, they could couple hours a day hanging around here, picking up a course every once in a while for $150, buying one of the lessons, buying a second lesson, getting a third lesson. After 3, 4, 5 months, they've done 5, 6, 7 lessons. They've been here for several, weeks. They would be realizing, oh my God, I can make way more money doing this than sitting behind the wheel of my car, which I am driving into the ground. Because when I'm done working for Uber, my car is finished. That's when I stop driving for Uber, when the car is no good anymore. I have a limited career here. And then I am broke anyway. I'm still broke because I'm broke while I'm doing this, because I can't make $50 an hour doing an Uber vehicle. I can't. After expenses and everything, I don't make $50 an hour. I'm lucky if I make 10 or 12, but at least I got 10 hours of work and I'm making $12 an hour. It's $120 a day. 5 days a week, $600 a week, $2,400 a month, $2,400 a month, putting in those hours, driving a vehicle. There are people here watching this old man with a face for radio who are writing call options. 1 here, 1 there, 3 here, 4 here, 5 here, that are making thousands of dollars a month more than that. It's happening. And now we have, in the last 3 months, it's become evident that a number of the folks who are here are making far more than that, because they've been graduating up their accounts. They've been working their accounts to build a portfolio that is designed to be an income generating account, serious income generating. Now we have 15 and 20 contracts being written, 25 and 30 contracts being written at a time, hauling in $400 and $500 premiums per contract, per write, with most of that being profits at the end of the day. Hey, there are folks here making 5, 8, 10, 15, 18,000 every month now, and that's still growing. And you're never going to be an Uber driver. You don't have the time. You're never going to go back. You're never going to go back to your office to go and work ever again. You don't have the time. You can't afford it. You can't afford to work for your boss who's begging you to come back. Please come back. We'll give you $85,000 a year plus benefits. And you're going, what? Wait, you want me to take a pay cut to do this? I gotta commute to your office, your warehouse, your factory, whatever I used to go to. You want me to fly around the country to visit clients for $90,000 a year, time change things away from my wife and children, my husband and children, my whatever, my world, my mom, my dad, my friends. You want me to be on the road 15 days a month out of 30? And what's my upside? Oh, I get a bunch of airline points. Woo! Really? I think I'll hang out with Uncle Bruce and the gang over there. And I'll just, you know what? I'm just going to stay at home. And if I do go out of the house, I'll take one of these with me. And these are readily available to anyone. I'll take one of these with me, and I'll do my trading from wherever I physically happen to be. Thank you very much. I appreciate the offer, but man, after tax, your $85,000 job that you're offering me is like a $48,000 job. It's not even $1,000 a week clear. I got a $2,500 overhead here at the house. I got the mortgage, the insurance on that house, the property taxes, the electricity. I got the gas bill. I got to maintain my mower. I got to pay a kid to shovel snow if I have to do that. I mean, no. Oh, no. No, there's no upside for me. All you're offering me is the ability to hang on to the lifestyle I have. I'm not happy with the lifestyle I have. I want a higher lifestyle. I want to move up a couple of classifications. And you're not helping me do that. You're only giving me 4% pay raises, 5%. You're letting me hang on to my job and my lifestyle. That's the best this job can give me. I've topped out in this job. Been here for 5 years, 8 years, 15 years, 19 years, whatever. I've seen managers come and go with promises of greatness. And in 3 years, there's a new manager in town with promises of greatness. And all I'm noticing is that I'm getting older and younger people are moving higher that are higher than me, now 5 levels higher, and they're 5 and 10 years younger than I am, and they're making double what I make, triple what I make. I will never get into that club because I wasn't in their class. I wasn't in their graduating class or that graduating generation. I graduated 10 years before those guys did, and I will never be up there because I'm viewed as an old timer now. I'm 44 years old and I'm old. What? What's this bunk? I think I'll hang out with Uncle Bruce. I think I'm going to hang out there. I love the Seinfeld references and I love the Die Hard references and all the other one-liners. It's a party over there all the time. And man, do we make money when the markets go down. It's unbelievable. Markets go down and we make money. It's crazy. I think I'll do that for a living. And I'll get like a 10% pay raise like every 2 or 3 months, 4 months. Just add contracts to my contract writing ability. I'm going to tailor my account to write as many call options as I can at a time to super speed up the income level coming into my hands from this wild and wacky options market, and damned the full-time day job. Hell with that. Thank you very much. But I'm also going to do one other thing. Uncle Bruce, you're right. I'm not going to try to explain what I do to anyone else ever again. I have had enough of this. I've been getting, concerned texts from relatives wondering what's wrong. Are you okay? We hear that you're thinking of quitting your job. 15 years of loyal service to the company over there, and you're thinking of throwing it all away for this? Are you sure you're okay? What is it you're doing, by the way, and how can I get in on it? You've tried to explain it to people, and you've just gone, I'm not doing this anymore. I haven't got time to give you an hour of my time during the day when the market is open to try to explain to you what the hell it is I'm doing that's working for me. Do you allow me to come to your office in the middle of your meetings and let me hang out with you? No. You tell me, I'll see you after work. Well, maybe you can see me after work, but I don't even know if I want to do this. Because do I really want to explain to you the intricacies of what I am learning here with Uncle Bruce and his followers? I don't think you care. I don't think you want to learn. You don't seem to be the kind of person that wants to put in the time. You say you went to college to get a degree in whatever, but what you're doing for a living has nothing to do with your college degree. So I think you were partying for 4 years. And then you came out with a fat loan and you got a job over there and you're just trying to pay the damn loan off and you're trying to get on with your life. And you were looking for the easy way out. This is and is not an easy way out. In a way, it's easy because on the surface, people say, oh my God, you wrote 20 contracts at $5 and you bought back 20 contracts at $1. You made a fortune. That sounds kind of easy, doesn't it? Now, how did you do that? Well, a friend of mine's a brain surgeon. Let me have him explain to you how he does brain surgery and makes $500,000 a year as a brain surgeon. Good luck listening to him for 15 minutes. Same thing with you. You can't explain it to them. They got to find out for themselves. You've done them a favor. You said, check out Uncle Bruce on Stock Markets with Bruce. Just watch him for a while. It will become self-explanatory if you stick around long enough. Do you have the patience to stick around long enough? 1% of the market has the patience to stick around long enough. There's 222 people up here. I got a little meter up right here. It says 222 on it right now. 222 people are here watching me live. We're going to trade in 2 minutes. We're going live in 2 minutes. When I first started this channel, during the hype of GameStop, 18,000 people were up here watching. 18,000 were out watching me. And what was I talking about in January of 2021? How the stock market works. Because there were people going, what's a bid? What's an offer? What's a market order? If I put in a market order, will I get all the stock I ask for? If I try to sell stock at a limit price and they only buy half of the stock, when will the other half go? You remember those questions? I don't know if you guys even remember that stuff. We were dealing with 101 life questions. Things have changed. As we've upped the bar on what we're talking about here, we've dropped the viewership. But the viewership that's here is the quality of viewership. I mean, it's the creme de la creme of YouTube. You folks are a demographic that advertisers want to get their hands on. They want to get their hands on you guys. They want me to take deals from all kinds of advertising outfits to get messages to you. They want me to become a pitchman for their product, and I won't do it. I won't do it unless I believe in it. It won't be done. Coca-Cola has yet to approach me to sell you Coca-Cola products. So sorry, Coke, can't help you. That's just the way it is. Until they call me, I can't in good conscience really recommend their product wholeheartedly at this time. It's your call to make. Pepsi or Coke, it's up to you. I don't want to alienate anyone. I want everyone to love us. We're about to start trading, and I hope you love what you see today. We're going to find out how this market is going to react later today, because today is Fed Funds Day. And we're going to find out what the Federal Reserve has in store for the markets and the interest rates of this country coming up, the USA. Larry Titus has done what Larry Titus does beautifully. He has rung the bells to let us know the markets are open, everybody. Start trading, make money out there. Congratulations, and let's see how rich you can get today, or let's say richer. How much richer can some of you guys get today? To compound on top of the wins you've already been generating. Congratulations, everybody. Welcome all to the show. It's great to have you here. We have a lot to follow, and we're going to see just what's going on. WDBC now, good morning all. JR, where's Lair? Oh, there he is. DH Ruda, Flint Creek Soap Company. You made Uncle Bruce's marketing cut. That's right. That's true. What can I say? Thank you all for seeing me. Thank you for these thumbs ups this morning. I know a number of you have already thrown me a thumbs up. I haven't even asked. John Gill, Ed Hawkins, Mirko, Oscar. Who we got here? We got Matthew threw me a thumbs up. I didn't even ask yet. I haven't even been begging, and I'm already getting them. Thank you guys for throwing these thumbs ups our way. I really appreciate it. It helps a lot. We hope to hit 200 today, and hope you guys can come through for us and nail that. We got 138 now, it looks like, are in the bin. Thank you for 138 thumbs ups already on this telecast. Trying to get to 200 thumbs ups today, and or more if that's possible. I think we get more than that. That'd be nice. Thank you, everybody. December 14th is the date today, 2022. And we're going to see how these markets fare and how stocks perform. We could be kind of wishy-washy until Powell speaks later today. It's not unreasonable to think about something like that. There might be a bit of a run up on a market. There might be a run backwards on the market. We got to wait and see what he says and how he says it, and how he adjusts his glasses, and whether he adjusts his cape a little bit. Will we see the cape, or is the jacket going to cover it up? We don't know. You know how he is. Sometimes you got to wait till he goes into that phone booth and then come out of the phone booth wearing the outfit that we all wonder he's going to wear today. We'll find out. We'll play by ear. We're up 58 points on the Dow, I think, right now. 3-point gain on S&P and 7 on NASDAQ. 7 points lower on NASDAQ. So that's what I see there. Oil up 147 a barrel, last report. This is all on marketwatch.com. Your quotes might differ than mine because you have more accurate systems than I have, perhaps. W. Walters, hey, Bruce, 146 thumbs ups for you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate very much. Flint Creek, we have supported Uncle Bruce for almost 2 years. We love this channel, this family. This is our daily comic relief. Right on. Thank you very much, Flint Creek, for being here today. Guys, we're up and running. Let's see what happens. Bulletin here. Import prices fall for the 5th month in a row, helping to ease inflation. Why is it that import prices are falling for 5 months in a row up until November? There's only one answer. The U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar rising in value against all other currencies. When the euro used to trade at 120, it's trading at 103. It's a 17% drop in the currency against the American dollar. Bring a Benz in, bring in a Voxy, bring in anything from Europe. It's 17% cheaper just on the currency. Prices go up 8-10% over there. It's still 7% cheaper because of the currency. You're bringing in product from other countries, the U.S. dollar at record highs, of course, lower prices. That's ending right now. As I said earlier, the U.S. dollar is slipping. So we may have a bump again in January and February for higher import prices. And we're about to get higher service prices starting in January. So kids, the party's over for inflation reduction. Might get one more month of decent numbers, but then the bitter reality will kick in. Republicans will call it democratic social programs that were designed to cause inflation. Democrats will say, we think seniors deserve a cost of living increase, and all of us voted this into Congress decades ago, and it's just going through like it does every year. But Republicans go, no, that's the Democrat social program. That's what that is. But of course, a bunch of the senators in the House are Republican seniors, right? They get the Social Security check. So do all their family members that are seniors as well. They're never going to take the cost of living clause out. You don't see Republicans in the House or the Senate saying, you elect us. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to eliminate the cost of living increase for senior citizens for Social Security. You don't see a single Republican doing that. Not one. So you can talk the talk, but you don't walk the walk, okay? I think Americans are much smarter. Well, actually, I know Americans are much smarter than their politicians. I mean, it isn't a fair fight, is it? It's not a fair fight. Okay, there you go. All right, thank you, everybody, for being here. Splashing oil is on Turo is near 76.70 right now. I got oil at 76.58 on the on my quote for the West Texas anyway. What can I say? 159.79 Tesla, 159.97 on Tesla, down 98 cents. I got the Dow up 75 points. I got GameStop at 21.32, up 32 cents. Have you noticed the ATIP? It's 34 cents now. ATIP 34, up 2. 2/10, but it's still green. Interesting how ATIP is no longer 30 cents anymore. It's kind of inching up. Maybe it's getting ready for a move. Tesla down 223. SoFi is up 26 cents. Do you like that? 26 cents on SoFi. 469.8 on SoFi. Could we get back to 5 at any moment? Maybe. Maybe tax loss selling is over for SoFi. Do you notice how the last few days we had all kinds of bad news come out of SoFi from all kinds of analysts, and now it's 468 instead of 440? Funny, huh? Isn't that great? Goes up when everyone says it's going to go down. 470 on SoFi. There it is, 470. Apple, 146.08, up 61 cents. HPQ down 4 cents to 28.83. Amazon is 93.07, up 58 cents. Home Depot is up $1.80. Cisco is up 15 cents right now. We got Netflix up 2.39. Pfizer down 4 cents, 53.03. IBM down 20 at 150.37. Microsoft up 242. Vanik Semiconductors is up 58 cents. Adobe up 334. Goldman up 126. Google up 42 cents. Boeing up 71 cents. Moderna up 65 to 198.19. We may have topped out at 208 yesterday, 209. Interesting how it's not going anywhere. Oh, Moderna just went red. It's down 7 cents to 197.47. So I know a guy who did a rollover yesterday. I think he's going to do very well with this. Meta, 120.91, up 76 cents. ME is up a half a penny. Rocket Lab is 420 now, up 3. Matterport up 4 cents. Smart Rent down 3.5. Spire up 3 to 128. Cyxtera down 12 to 188. Royal Caribbean is down 3 cents. Not much going on there. AMC is up 3 cents. The preferreds are up a penny. A story out of AMC this morning was that they have signed a deal with the Visa credit card company to offer AMC movie Visa cards. So if you go to AMC theaters and the core demographic of AMC is 12-year-olds to 30-year-olds, that's your core movie-going public, although that movie-going public is going into streaming as well. But they still go to theaters. A portion of those, a certain sliver of those folks will qualify for an AMC Visa credit card that will give them loyalty points at AMC movie chains. I think they have to start spending $50 on their credit card in the first 3 months or something, and then they get maybe dollar for dollar. They get like a $50 point credit for AMC points as a reward, and AMC is trying to give them bonus points if they use their card to buy stuff and get tickets, and online mainly as well. And if the AMC people do it right, as I have suggested, although they never asked me for my opinion and never paid me for this, if they're going to sell movie memorabilia at their theaters, just offer the product on a display basis only inside the lobby and allow people to use your phone to buy it using your AMC credit card to buy it, and it'll be mailed to your house through Amazon Prime or whatever within a day or two. That's how they should do that. I don't know if that's what they're going to do. No one called me for advice. Mr. Retail, no one called me at all. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. AMC now, as I speak, is unchanged on the common, up 1 penny on the preferred. Bed Bath Beyond is down 1.8 cents at $2.93. Carvana up 26 cents. Robinhood up 4. BlackBerry up 3.5. Target is down a dime. JP Morgan is up 6 cents. Costco down $1. Walmart up down 45. Disney down 14 cents. Nvidia down $1.30. American Airlines up 1 nickel, 5 cents at $13.51, back under $14. That's the story at the moment of this opening, with the Dow ahead now by 52 points. We really shouldn't see much of anything, really. A couple of stocks might outperform others, up or down, but we really shouldn't get much until the interest rate thing is released. Then the question is on everyone's mind, if it's a half a point increase and they're talking about more half point increases, will the market tank? If they go up a half a point and they talk about, well, we think we might go down to a quarter point because things seem to be calming down, the markets could surge. The markets could surge and then tank. They could tank and then surge, or do nothing whatsoever. We won't know until Powell speaks, and that won't be until this afternoon. So this morning, don't expect too much. Don't be disappointed. Don't be mad. Don't be angry. Just be accepting of the fact that this morning we might not have a lot going on. Welcome one, welcome all to the party. 161 on Tesla as it's trying desperately to go higher. Up 13 cents right now. I still think 140 to 150 is the neighborhood we're going to go to here. It's not a massive drop from here. It's another $20, but don't be surprised if that's going to happen at all. Okay, thank you, everybody. A pet rock is smarter than a politician, says Deep Value in Investing. He said pet. He meant pet rock. For those who didn't see, Nick is saying, Nick DeMaurier, for those who didn't see, Noto, the CEO of SoFi, bought $5 million in SoFi in the past couple sessions. He's buying more stock in his own company. How about that? Robert likes how SoFi's going. Splitter, I see it at that price a half hour ago. Actually, it's a little dip there. And now again, it's over 76.80 on oil. So it's 76.76 where I'm at. My lovely Matterport, when a hedge fund reads this, can you pump it to $3? Would like a second run for a 30% gain on my calls. Some profits feel like a surge to later tank. Others maybe do completely nothing today. We'll find out, Splitter. We'll find out just how these markets want to work on this. We got a 61-point gain on the Dow, $21.09 last trade on GameStop, like 10, 15 cents today. ATIP, 34 cents. Tesla, 160.56 again. We're negative again. SoFi up 28 to 471. All right. HPQ down 3. I want to thank a whole bunch of you guys who are here. There's now 234 of you here. I want to let you know a number of you took the time out of your busy lives to send me a private email in the last couple of days and just say, hey, Bruce, I just wanted to talk to you about my thoughts on your idea of this 6-on-1 thing you've been talking about. Mostly positive. I would say out of 35 particular responses, 34 definitely interested. One was sort of, well, I got a couple of concerns, but all in all, it sounds pretty good. Just to clarify, the reaction from people saying, okay, so you're talking about maybe a few days a week, you might do this, where you're going to go live during market hours between your morning show, this one, and the 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the final hour show, that last one. Somewhere in there, you're going to go live for an hour, and you're only going to have 6 people with you, and they're on camera. So you're on camera with 6 others, and everyone can see everybody. Everybody can hear everybody, and we don't have to type questions. We can just talk, and we're on the air with each other privately for the hour. And we can talk about anything, of course, but most likely what we're going to talk about, what's happening in the market right now, what's going on as we speak. And those of us who have pending trades we're thinking of doing, or we might be doing, or we were wondering about doing, this is our chance to bring it up and talk about it in real time without having to be limited to 200 characters on a typed message. We can really get into the details of some of these transactions and why. The answer is yes. That's exactly what exactly the strategy here is, to offer you the opportunity to hang out with me as if I were your advisor. But I can now hear out your thoughts, respond to you. The others will respond to you as well. And you may find that for some of you who are, you may have had a one-on-one with me 6 months ago, and you might have one again in the next 3 or 6 months. But in the meantime, you can join in on these sessions for an hour of live market time, Monday to Friday, of course, to really get a handle on what to do and why would you write this call at this price versus that call at that price. I get this question all the time because, of course, stocks don't stay still. They constantly move. And so sometimes we talk about the idea of doing a rollover, maybe, buying a call back and then writing that call instead, or that call, depending on what the stock is doing, the market is doing, the economy and everything else. So I'm getting really positive vibes from a number of you about this. The cost would be $150 for those of you to attend. Now, you may be asking, why did you pick that price? And all I can tell you is, if you're going to take $150 out of your wallet and attend a 1-hour session with me, you are paying attention to what we're doing. This isn't a social call. This isn't have a coffee with Bruce and shoot and tell jokes. It's not, because if it was free or $20 or $30, a number of people will view that as just, it's just a little hangout. I'd have to be serious here. No, this is serious stuff. We're talking during the market hour while we're trading here, while the market is trading. As you know, I don't trade. I just talk about what's going on. So for a number of you out there who are trying to write 3 contracts or 5 or 15 or 30, whatever your number is, this $150 amount shouldn't be a problem whatsoever, because you already know, you already have experienced where you've written 5 calls, sold them for $550, bought 5 back at $350, made $2 a contract, $200 times 5. You made $1,000 on a trade. And you're paying $150 to get into this show. And this show might make the difference, where instead of you writing a call option that brings you $3.20 in premium, you might find that no, the call you want to think about writing is this one over here. This one will bring you $4.80 in premium. And even if we're wrong, you're probably going to buy it back at $3.80. But if we're right, or if the stock does what it's selling us it wants to do, you're likely going to buy this back around $1.80. You're going to make $2 a contract. That's, for 5 contracts, $1,000. This $150 is like, this is a nothing burger. And I now know this information for the rest of my life. Yeah, I think it's worth my time. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, you've always had that option to talk to me one-on-one. The problem is that I only have so many hours in the day to be doing what I do. And my one-on-ones are limited to Sundays at 10 in the morning Eastern, noon Eastern, and 2 in the afternoon Eastern time. And at the moment, I've got 1 slot already booked up for this Sunday, which means I only have 2 slots left. I've got 10 in the morning and I got 2 in the afternoon. The other one's gone. So I can only do 3 of you at a time per week. Whereas with this feature, having 6 people join me for an hour live at a fraction of the price, instead of $400 for an hour, it's $150 for the hour. You're sharing me with 5 others, but they're like-minded. You're all in the same ballpark. You all want to make a bunch of dough on writing options and or talking about the markets to make money. You're with like-minded people. And you may find that the Tuesday session that you become part of, you know the other 5. That's what so-and-so looks like. Oh, that's so-and-so, and that's such and such. And it's a family. It's just family members coming together with the one guy. So it's 6 on 1. And I think you're going to find it very, very productive and very helpful. Some of you might want to do one of these every week. Some of you might want to do one of these once a month or so. Some of you might want to do these, Mondays and Wednesdays. I mean, I don't know how often some of you want to do this. I don't know how many I'm going to run, to be honest. I am leaning towards offering 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday time frame. I want Fridays off. Mondays are the craziest day for me because I do 5 live shows every Monday already between my 2 channels, where Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays is a lot more manageable. And it's sort of, it's in the middle of the week. And you can choose which of those 3 days works for you. And if you want in, you just let me know. So what we're going to do is I'm going to offer 18 spots for next week. Next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 spots per day. And if you want a spot on any of those 3 days, or all 3 days if you're so inclined, what you need to do is make a donation to my PayPal account, which is down below. The link is down below. And then send me a private email. And you've got to do that. If you don't do that, I have no idea what you're up to, because it's either just a donation because you love me, which I appreciate. But if you don't tell me what day you want, I don't know what to do with you. So the thinking is the timing for the show is 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern time. I go live at 3 p.m. Eastern for the final hour, and I'm thinking between 1 and 2 will be this hour. And of course, I've got to set up the show logistically just before that to send out private emails to each participant. And then I have to shut down the show in an orderly basis at the end of 2 o'clock, which will take me 15 minutes long. So I've got this window of time before I start the 3 o'clock show, and I've had a little bit of a window after I finished the early shows to get ready for this show. So if you would like to be with yours truly, either next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, for an hour from 1 o'clock Eastern to 2 o'clock Eastern, then make a donation to the PayPal account that is down below. Hi, Jen. $150 gets you in, and I will pencil in 6 of you per day. Now, the sooner you do it, the sooner you've locked in your spot. So if you definitely want Wednesday, then make the point of sending the donation and an email saying Wednesday is what I want. Some of you might say to me, I'll take any day you got. But I prefer this. I'll prefer Tuesday, but I'll take Wednesday, Thursday if I have to. And others of you who want 2 of the slots or whatever, to make a $300 donation to tell me what you want. Okay, there you go. That's the official launch. Is a soft launch that I've just done here.
Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you want?
Welcome to Movie Phone. Please type in your 5-digit number for what movie you want to see. You've picked Brown Eyed Girl.
Yeah,
No. You've picked Agent Zero.
Why
don't you just tell me the name of the movie you want to see? That's a soft opening. Enter your zip code for the nearest theater near your movie. You are in Brooklyn? Just tell me where you live. Love Kramer.
Why don't you just tell me? And George is on the other end going,
what is this? I don't understand. Doesn't recognize his voice.
Yes,
it
doesn't recognize his voice.
You've selected Brown Eyed Girl. No, you've selected Brown Eyed Girl.
That's right. A question?
The computer asks you a question. You've selected Agent Zero? No, just tell me the name of the movie you want. Jen. I don't know. I just don't know.
You just don't. Who can say?
No one can say. I did see that clip the other day on Instagram, and I was just laughing because they had the split screen between George and Kramer.
Oh yeah,
the clip.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, funny.
How are your markets today? Normally, I come in and you have GameStop on the big one. So to see 158, it's like, no.
It's like the old days. I got Tesla on my big ass iPad. Yeah.
Tesla there.
Tesla's down 226 right now. The market's up 143 on the Dow because today is the day that Powell sets interest rates.
It's Wednesday.
It's Fed Wednesday, 0.5 point increase expected. And then this afternoon.
I can't remember who it was. Was it Powell or was it our guy who came out and said, we would rather err on the side of higher interest rates because we tried lower and it didn't work. So now we're all in going up.
Bank of Canada.
It was a Bank of Canada.
Yeah. But interestingly enough, the Canadian dollar is about 73-74 cents to the American dollar and has been there for quite a while. It was in the summertime when we were in Europe, 78-79, but now it's 73-74. So it's worse. The Bank of Canada.
Parity.
The Bank of Canada has made no effort whatsoever to raise the value of the Canadian dollar against the American dollar because the Bank of Canada doesn't want it up there. No. The Bank of Canada would prefer that the Canadian dollar be in the low 70s. Mm-hmm. That keeps Canadian exports at a very attractive price point. That is what's going on. It's not anything else. My personal opinion, I think the Bank of Canada should increase interest rates 1 percentage point every month to drive the Canadian dollar to 85 cents to 90 cents, to make it cheaper for Canadians to import goods.
Are you talking about the All About Bruce world?
No, I'm talking about Canadians bringing goods in from overseas, mainly the United States, at a much lower cost. That's how you defeat inflation. You don't keep your currency low against the American dollar. You bring it up and you outdo the Federal Reserve. And you tell the Europeans, you want to send stuff to us? We want Canadian dollars at 90 cents on the American dollar, not 73. That would raise Canadian standard of living in Canada. Because what are we sitting on? The world's second largest oil supply, one of the largest gold supplies, nickel, cadmium, copper, coal, everything. We have the natural resources that the rest of the world would crave for, and we're on sale at 73 cents on a dollar. It's bunk. It's absolute bunk.
But governments get elected by giving jobs to Canadians.
Yeah.
Not by saying, you
This
know that
is-
car you're making?
Yeah.
You don't want to buy it.
This is the fallacy that they say, oh, if the Canadian dollar goes up, Canadians will get laid off. Yes, some Canadians will get laid off that are in businesses that are unsustainable. Many Canadians will get hired because of the increased standard of living that Canadians are having. That's what would happen. Switzerland survives wonderfully with a very high valued currency, and they don't have an access to a port. They're landlocked, and
Yeah.
they have one of the highest standards of living on the planet. They're surrounded by all kinds of countries that could crush them economically, and they do just fine.
They're also very proud of how much they consume is
Mhm.
made in their little country.
True.
They
True.
they support
Yeah,
their homegrown,
absolutely.
knowing that it's necessary.
Germany has one of the world's strongest economies, and they've got Poland over here, Russia just over there, Czechoslovakia over here, all kinds of issues and problems, and a little bit of North Sea access. And Germans make their living importing and exporting goods, and they have a very high standard of living, very high taxes, very high standard of living.
And by making little miniatures of the world.
Folks in Hamburg make the greatest little miniature thing you could ever imagine.
Every time I think of it, it just gets cooler and cooler in recollections.
That's right.
Isn't it?
I think we just received our first donation on PayPal
Oh, you think
for
so?
our very first
A
participant.
request.
Very first participant in our 6-on-1 show. I think we just got that in. So I'm
So
excited.
here's your first
Pumped up.
first request.
Mm.
What are we having today? It's Wednesday. Are we having eggs?
Yep.
Look at that.
I'm thinking about having eggs. And
I
still,
nailed it.
do we still have ham left?
I believe so.
I think I want to
think
use.
so.
I want to use that up. So
Okay.
so maybe
You want
ham.
little scrambled eggs, or do you want a ham and a fried egg bagel?
No, scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs.
Yeah, and a
Okay.
toasted bagel on
Oh,
the side.
I can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think that's the way to go
Do you
on
want
that.
cheese in there anywhere?
Do I want cheese in there anywhere?
never
No,
mind.
no, I don't. No,
Okay, 'cause we
no,
don't have
I
grated
don't.
cheese.
I think we have someone from Knoxville, Tennessee, that has joined us for the first show. I'm just waiting for an independent email to confirm, but I think we have our first slot reserved. Just have to find out what day, and away we go. So any of you out there who want to join me for a 6-on-1 next week, Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, I'll give you 3 separate times.
You're going to try it, are you?
I'm going to give it a shot. 1 o'clock Eastern to 2 o'clock Eastern time for the 6-on-1, either of those 3 days. 18 slots are available. Let me know. And this is going to be our first week to see how it goes.
Get your feet wet.
There you go. I'm excited for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go make breakfast.
Well, thank you,
Keep
man.
you energized.
Keep me energized. Keep me going.
Okay.
I don't want to starve. Oh. Go Rugman. Thank you, Auntie Jen, so much. Thank you, everybody. 168 thumbs ups, guys. Thank you for that. We need 32 more. I appreciate it. Keep them coming in, everybody. Okay, a couple of comments. I better get to the comments here. And let's see about what's going on. JR, Uncle Bruce, what a great way for the newbie to get into the market in real time along with the others who have experience with this option writing. Hello, John Anderson. Hello, Jen. Ed Hawkins, Uncle Bruce, I know you said not to, but I sold some SoFi covered calls today. I sold on the pop, and I'm looking to buy back soon for a little Christmas cash. Says JR, didn't hear any complaints when the Canadian politics start flowing. Wait, they can't comment. Wing Commander back. I don't know what that means. Wing Commander, Uncle Bruce, is the 6-on-1 happening? Yes, it is. It is going to happen next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, one each day, Eastern time, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock Eastern time. So if you're in Europe, you're looking at 6 o'clock in the evening to join me live with the 6-on-1. If you'd like to be in that group for either day or all 3 days, up to you. It's $150 US per session, whichever one you want. So make a donation on the PayPal link, which is just down below here. Here it is here, I guess. Where's my PayPal link? Right there. There it is. There it is down at the very bottom. Otherwise, you'll find it in my, link down below. Make a donation there for 150 US, and that gets you into the show, into any of those three. So I'll be live first thing in the morning, as always, live at 8:30 until 10:30. Then I'm off until 1 in the afternoon, from 1 to 2, 6 on 1, and then 3 o'clock until about 4:15, the final hour of trading. So no one loses anything. So I'm not taking away from anybody. I'm adding an extra hour during the day for the 6 on 1, if you'd like in. Okay. You think SoFi could go to 5 today? It's possible. We're at 479. We're up 36 cents here. Beach Boy, hey, Uncle B, schedule request. Could you move the one-on-one slot from 12 to 2 p.m. by any chance? Done. You're a 2 p.m.er now. You're the only one who's committed, so you can have whatever you want. All right. So we'll make you a 2 p.m. instead. All right. No problem. So, folks, if you want a one-on-one with me on Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern and noon Eastern is available. The 2 p.m. slot is booked for Beach Boy. All right, Beach Boy's got it. Done. Finished. That's it. Okay. Nick, Split, I don't see why not. After this 475, level 5 is the next level. Lame duck. What happens when you run out of 6 people to feel class? What happens when you run out of 6 people? If I only have 6 people for Wednesday and nobody for Tuesday, Thursday, there'll only be a Wednesday show. It's just that simple. So just a question of, how we go. I think there are 50, 60 people here would like to do this pretty consistently. And so I don't think this is going to be a big deal to fill up these slots. I doubt it. Good morning. Number 178 says, sell my house fast in Upper Marlboro. Dude, Uncle Bruce closed $9 $25 January 20 GameStop covered calls and 3 2750s. And 217 GameStop calls for a total of $2,025. Next, I wrote 12 21 317s at 420. That's $5,040 or $3,015 in profit. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. There you go, dude. Beautiful job. I'm getting more and more of these kinds of messages publicly and privately of people writing numbers of contracts. Here's 12 of them that have been written here, and writing 12 new ones, buying 12 old ones, writing 12 new ones, and adding $3,000 to their bottom line. This is what we're talking about. Now, for some folks, this is a 1 month turnaround. For some folks, this is every 2 to 3 weeks. And that's the kind of money that can change someone's mind about continuing to work for a living for somebody else. That is what's happening here. And I am so excited. And just congratulations. I love this. On that 6 on 1, I would be interested on some days. My full market days are Wednesday and Thursday. Well, there you are. Just make a donation whenever you want. Tell me what day you want. I'll pencil you in for that 1 day or 2 days, whatever you like. It's totally your call. When you're ready, let me know. But starting next Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, we will do it for the first time ever. And so that is going to be Tuesday the 20th, Wednesday the 21st, and Thursday the 22nd, just before Christmas. The next week, the 27th, 8th, and 9th, we'll decide during the week next week how that looks. But if it goes well, we might just do that as an ongoing thing. And then you can decide December and January what day you want to join me, and let me know. Fantastic. Congratulations to all of you on your option writing success. We're up 33 cents on GameStop, 21.34. Perfect little move up for some option writing, perhaps. Some of you might have looked for a little pop to be able to write some new calls. Maybe this is it. 158.93 on Tesla, down 204. ATIP is, look at that, ATIP, 34.9 cents. We're approaching 35 cents on ATIP. Little tiny steps. 24,000 shares, and we're now approaching 35 cents. Where's the hundreds of thousands of shares for sale that drove it down to 30? Stopped. It's gone. We're running out of stock. It's 35. Next stop, 40. Next stop, 50 on ATIP. Don't be surprised. Okay, everybody, exciting stuff. Keep me posted on what you like to do, and welcome all for to the show, and I appreciate it. All right. If you want to be part of the show for the 6-on-1, there's the donation right there. You can find that down below on my description page. You can find it down below. Someone just sent me a PayPal donation here that would lead me to think that we've got somebody coming in here. Hang on. Boom. Here it comes. Here it is. Okay. I got it. Okay. Someone has just taken all 3 slots. So we're down to 15. All right. Let's see. 6-on-1. Okay. December, what was I saying here? December 20, 21, 22, 23. I got to write this down. December 20, 21, and 22. So Tuesday. Okay. There's one gone. Wednesday. One gone. And Thursday. One gone. I won't identify who it is unless the individual self-identifies themselves. Some people may not want to say it aloud, or they'd like to keep it somewhat lower key. I'm happy to respect one's privacy on that. But if you're happy to brag about it, then fine with me. Then no problem. But this is now, there are 4 slots I think are gone now, but I don't know the first one, what day that first person wants. So I have to hear, and I need an email on that. So we'll wait for that. Okay, everybody, thank you. Thank you all very much for your early participation in this program. What else have we got here? Miraculous. Oof, trying to write on GameStop again this morning. Seems like everything is losing value. What are we writing today? Wing Commander, Miraculous, give the quote some time to shake out. And there's that too. We're up 22 cents on GameStop, 21, 22, 23. Dow's up 147. ATIP at 34.7 cents, up a penny. Tesla down 267 to 158.28. SoFi 478 now, up 35.5. Very good day today. Uncle Bruce sent you a donation for a 6-on-1 fun. Am I in? Am I in? Wing Commander wants to know. Let's see if it shows. Usually I get an alert, but sometimes I completely miss them because I'm just, don't see it. It'll hit. Don't worry. It'll hit. Thank you. Dude says, member for 3 months, gold bagel level. It took me more than a year to join, but I'm so glad I did, says Dude Face. Thank you, my friend, for that, and your continued interest and updates and letting me know how you're doing. I'm more than happy to try to help you with how's it going for you. You're definitely on the right track. There's no ifs, ands, or what. You see it. You see the evidence in your account. The money is there. I mean, I'm not sending it to you. It's the street that is doing it, and way to go on the trades you're doing. I'm really stoked for you, and I'm excited. Again, those of you who have been making PayPal donations to get into the 6-on-1s, sometimes they show up instantaneously. Sometimes they take a few minutes to go through the system. I don't know why. I don't control PayPal. It's just, it's a PayPal thing. Some of you are from not within the continent. You're overseas, and it can take a little longer. I don't know. But in any event, we have donations coming in for the 6-on-1s. For next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They seem to be underway right now. Thank you, all of you who are indicating you want to do this. This is fabulous. Thank you so much. I'm excited about it. It's new for the channel, and I think this will help a lot of you with real time. You can ask me real time questions. We're going to watch just the market, just the 6 of us live, to be able to react live to each other. I think this is going to be really helpful. Okay. Fabulous. I like servicing gamblers, says Matthew. There you go. You're giving him opportunities to play the options market. Absolutely. As a casino operator, you're a nice guy. I love it.
He's a nice
guy.
What a nice
guy. Jen comes in at the most inopportune times, don't you think?
Our whole life is just movie line.
Yeah, that's Blazing Saddles. What a nice guy. You want another Schnitzelgruben? Bitte, Schatzi, I've had 6 Schnitzelgruben is all I can have in one day.
Schnitzelgruben is my limit.
6 are my limit. What a nice guy. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Thank you so much. Bitte, baby. Yeah. Miraculous. I'm writing right on. I got many roulette wheels to choose from. 2135. Look, February 23s, March 22s, 23s, 24s. Yeah, April 23, 4s and 5s might be, appropriate depending on what's available. Go for the biggest premium you can get. Bring in hundreds and hundreds of dollars per contract. Yeah, don't be afraid of the time. Don't be afraid. The more time you give an option writer, the more money they'll give you up front for the premium. Take the dough and sit on that cash and say thank you. You can write 5 or 10 calls at $4.50 a shot, bring in $2,250 or something like that. That might be enough money with a little left over to buy another deep in the money call at $10 for 2025 January's, which lets you write another contract. How about that? That's called getting a raise. Exciting. Really exciting. Next year, I'm going for GameStop. I can't wait. Giddy up. 2023, just around the corner. Way to go, you guys. It's exciting here. 2136. Just a slight gain. Nothing incredible on GameStop. It's a slight gain. Here we go. GameStop low today, 2101. The high, 2171. The 70-cent range. It's the morning of the Fed fund decision, so we shouldn't really see much happening. Might give you an opportunity to make some positioning moves. Fair enough. If you get them, you get them. Got a 145 gain on the Dow, 22 on S&P, 64 on NASDAQ, and we're down up $1.50 on oil today, 76.91 at the moment. Okay. Oh man, scrambled eggs so good. Oh, love it. Alex, flipping Noto. Payday's tomorrow. You have to run it today. There you go. Flipping Noto. Where are we at right now on SoFi? 482, up 39 cents. Nice day today on SoFi, isn't it? There's a nice little run here. ATIP just hit 35 cents officially, trading at 35. 16.6 million traded on SoFi now, and ATIP at 35 cents on the nose, up 1.3 cents. 45,900 traded. There is no wall of selling at 34.9. There's a little selling at 35 because it's a round number, but take that out and we're on our way to 40. Watch out. ATIP might be making its first move. Giddy up, I say. Yes, indeed. Giddy up. You got some loose money lying around? Pick some up. Right on. So much fun. Alex, good afternoon, everybody. I am number 180 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you. Willie, December the 5th, I bought a 1375 long call expiring May 19th, 2023. To date, I've managed to make $609 on 3 is that 3 separate writes? I'm not sure what's going on here. He's going to try again. He says, Let me try this again. Okay, now this is why this 6-on-1 is going to be handy. You'll be able to tell me these complex messages just verbally on camera, and I'll be writing down stuff here to understand it with you. It's going to be a lot quicker. Uncle, I'm back. You can start. Let's go, Rugman. Thank you, Alberto. Brian, I'm number 183. Thank you, Brian. Financial Mischief. I just sold 7 February 23, 2023, 2250s on GameStop for $325. Thank you very much. Taking in the money. Good morning, everybody, says Coyote. Welcome all. We have announced the official start of the 6-on-1 show. We're gonna try 3 next week. We're gonna try and do the 6-on-1 next Tuesday, next Wednesday, and next Thursday. We have opened up the reservation system. If you want in on any one of those 3 shows, or 2 of them, or all 3 of them, you need to make a donation to the PayPal account that we have down below. You'll find it. It's $150 US per show. 6 spots are available only per show, and we have so far got 4 spoken for that I know of for sure with donations. If any of you want to be in on any of those next week, please make a donation. All right. Okay. What do we got here? Okay. Just got Thursday's show. Just got the second one confirmed. Okay. Thank you very much. I will, again, you will remain anonymous. The only people who will know you're with me are the other viewers, unless you let me tell the world who you guys are. You do not have to reveal your identities to anyone out there unless you are willing to do so. Okay. Thank you all. That means 2 for Thursday are gone, 4 left. We have 5 for Wednesday and 5 for Tuesday remaining for the 6-on-1. Okay, everybody. Thank you very, very much for that already. Okay. Just looking at my junk mail to make sure I'm not missing anybody, and I'm good. I'm good there. Apparently, I won a sweepstakes. Do you guys get those email messages all the time in your junk mail? You want a sweepstake? You just got a free gift card? You get that gunk all the time. It's unbelievable how much I get. Crazy. Very good, everybody. Thank you all. We have 185 thumbs ups now. Thank you all for this. 185 and counting. We've got the GameStop right now 2146. The Dow's up 159. S&P up 23. Nasdaq up 64. Okay, everybody. Thank you all. And let's see. Here we go. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce. I have not rewritten since buying back since late yesterday. Any thoughts? Oh, I got you. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm thinking those March 23s might be the ones. They might be a good candidate to consider. Let me see if I can see what they're looking at here. There we go. And here come the quotes as of 10 minutes ago. Yeah, 340 to 375 is what I was showing. I'm wondering if you can get your hands on 390 or 395 on those. That might be something to consider. The 22s would be interesting, but they're not high enough. They're only 10 cents more. So I'd rather go with a dollar higher on the 23s for March. Okay. Alberto, Coyote, I was wondering where you've been. All good. Beach Boy, Alberto, you're late to the 6-on-1 party. You know, you're late. Mirko, Bertie, you could book the 6-on-1 now. One person already bought 3 slots for week 1. You got something to do with that? Laughing out loud. Square on my holdings depot. I'm now happy owner of 500 HIP at a cost of 62 cents. JR, Financial Minister, right there with you. Wrote 6 GameStop 2125s, Feb 17 for 356. Those are nice premiums. Alberto, Beach Boy. Yeah, I'm traveling. I can't access PayPal, but I'm in on the 6-on-1. Alberto, Mirko, not me. Alberto, laughing out loud. Beach Boy, Alberto, excuses. And then JR, no, but the King of Algeria has 5 million waiting for me to claim. I can't wait for that. Alberta, Beach Boy laughing out loud from Alberta. Financial, I'm slowly locking in $6,000 in profit, closing my deep in the money rights and getting out ahead of the market. I have about 20 more to roll out of by the time, but time is on my side, so I'm in no hurry, says Financial Mister. Matthew, HIP is pinned at 34.88. I think the paper has run out there. Balance sheet is not that bad. It doesn't warrant these levels. Splair, SoFi, rock on. We've got SoFi right now at 484, up 41 cents. GameStop up to 21.55, up 55. The Dow up 144. ATIP trading up 35 cents right now. JR, what a coincidence, says Beach Boy. Is he related to the Nigerian prince who keeps spamming me? Willie, I'm back. 3 separate buybacks. The poor man covered call I've been writing against is down $3,300. Robinhood is telling me I do not have enough shares left to write against this anymore? Question mark. So what are your poor man covered calls? Which ones are they? What poor man covered calls do you have out there? Are they in the money? What's the deal on those? It looks like you're saying you bought 1375 long calls, or you bought a 1375 call, or did you spend 1375 on a call? I don't understand, Billy. I know you're helping me out with another message, so I'll keep an eye on that. Jared Beach Boy, yeah, I think they are cousins. Nick, I am number 187, buddy. Nick S. Thank you, pal, for that. Appreciate it. Glad to see you here, my man. Good to have you in the house. Okay. Grabbing some scrambled eggs and ham. Woo! ATIP, 35 cents a share. Giddy up. Thank you all for joining me. We have 189 thumbs up. Yay! Woohoo! Okay, lots of talk out there about the Fed today. We're all waiting for that decision. We're not going to go very far on these markets. The Dow's up 135. It got up to be about 160 higher. S&P up 20. Nasdaq up 55. This is a nothing burger here. This can be wiped out in a minute. GameStop 21.78, giving people a chance to write calls. There's a little pop here, and maybe some of you can get some calls written for a nicer premium in your pocket. Okay. We take these opportunities and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? Brian, yeah, Willie, you shouldn't not really have any of your money with these guys over at Robinhood. Willie, yeah, 1375. So I don't understand. Did you buy? What contract did you buy? Was it a January 2025 $10 strike for 1375? What's the strike price? What's the expiry date? I don't understand what Robinhood is telling you by what you've given me. I haven't got enough info. I need more. Excuse me. Dude, got you 2 thumbs up today. Bruce, thanks, dude. Nick, any thoughts about writing covered calls on SoFi with the 10% pop and Powell speaking? No. Willie bought 7 calls for $96.95. Brian, wow, Questrade says GameStop is up 9.8%. Must be an error. Alberto, when I was using Robinhood during the GameStop squeeze, I made money, but my last trade was restricted. Could have been another 12K. Brian, oh, that's my covered call. Ha ha. Dave, the Mac guy. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Beach Boy. JR, okay, I can relax now that you're on top of it. Don't forget to let them have your bank details just in case. Alrighty, with the Nigerian boys. Okay. Oh man. $21.90 on GameStop. $21.90 up 90. Okay. Okay. Thank you everybody for being here. Yeah, Willie, again, I don't know which call you're talking about. Are you long the $10 call? Deep in the money? And they're restricting you from writing calls against it? That's a phone call you need to make. Yeah, I've been writing against a poor man covered call expiring 5/19. May 19th calls, 1375. Okay, GameStop, hang on. GameStop just wrote 2250 expiry February and got 349 on this pop. Nice going, Alex. Rock and roll, pal. Way to go. Way to go. Willie, yeah, GameStop. I'm on GameStop. If the calls are 1375s, hang on. Okay. There are 1375 calls out there for May. Is that what you own? If you do have May 1375s, you should be able to write calls. No problem. What calls are you trying to write? Are you trying to write calls that are longer than May in time? You can't do that. You're trying to write calls lower than 1375 in strike price? Can't do that. I'm getting yes answers. This is why we need a 6-on-1. See what I'm getting at? With Willie, if he's involved in a 6-on-1 show, I can get this answer in 5 seconds. Right now, I'm getting one-word answers. This is not helping me. See what I'm saying? I'm having too much fun here, aren't I? Am I not? Wing, ATIP is getting bids. Every stink bid I place gets outbid by 1 penny every single freaking time on ATIP. Isn't that interesting? All of a sudden, that's something. That's interesting. I'm showing last trade at 35 cents. 64,000 shares traded. Something's going on in ATIP. Something good might be happening on the ATIP shares. Just saying. Just saying. Willie, I need more info. You got to tell me exactly what calls you have. Do you have 5 GameStop 1375 strike price May 19th calls? Write that out. Don't say yes. Don't say no, because I have no idea what you're saying yes to. Takes a little time. Just breathe. Let me know. I need to know. Once I know what you got, then you're going to tell me what you tried to write. And then we'll try to figure out what the hell Robinhood's up to. Okay. That's the only way I can help you. Nick, have you been buying ATIP down here? Nick is asking. See? So how are you guys doing out there? How many of you been buying ATIP and what's your average? Tesla lower, 157. SoFi, 482. Giddy up, baby. It's a beautiful thing. GameStop, $21.75. Okay. Financial Mischief, ATIP, 3 cents away from my cost basis. Giddy up. Nick S, I be kicking, but like to take risks. So I bought 5,000 more of SoFi, totaling 195,594. Then written 1950 contracts, 21 July 2023, $6 for 61 cents to gamble. What do you think it'll be? I'll buy back if it drops today. Well, it's possible. Certainly is possible. I'm waiting, as you all know, for the moment GameStop breaks out by $1. SoFi Games breaks up by $1, and then runs $1 the next day and $1 the next day. But Nick, you can do rollovers, so not to worry. On some or all of your contracts, you can do rollovers, so I wouldn't worry about it. Brian, Willie, like this. I bought a $10 strike January 2024 for $13. I then sold a covered call for March 2023. A strike price of $23 for $5. So stock stays under $23. I get all $5 in my pocket against a cost of $13 for this call. I'm only into the call for $8, man. That means the stock has to go down to $18 for me to have a problem here. I could then write another call. I could write 20s, probably for another $4 or $5. That'll bring my cost down to like $3, $4 a contract. That means the stock has to go to 14 for me to have a problem. And even if it did, I could write $15 calls, probably bring in another $3, $4. My cost on my contract is 0. The stock can go all the way to 10 and I still don't lose money. I mean, that's how the contract protects me on a downside move. On the other side, shares want to stay in the 21 to 23 range. These $5 premiums I brought in, they're all mine. A good chunk of them will be all mine. I might buy these back for $1, $1.25, and then write brand new April or May or June contracts for another $4 or $5 each into my hands and see if I can score another $3, $4, $5 or $3, $4 profit yet again at whatever price I have to write them at. Hello, having fun or what? That's just an example, says Brian. Pulse Guitar. Geez, Nick, that SoFi position is insane. I need to start shorting everything, I guess. Willie, thanks, Brian. Matthew, my average on ATIP is 41 cents. Brian, Pulse Guitar, I think that's how hedge funds do it. Short everything for liquidity. There you go. ATIP, 36.3 cents a share. 36.3 on ATIP. Pulse, hold up. Let me go grab my shorts. Alex, my cash pile has hit 10% of my portfolio. Wing, bid-ask spread on ATIP used to be relatively wide, now just 0.001 apart. Tightening up. We got some trading going on here. 36.3 cents last trade on ATIP. We're up 2.6 cents. Giddy up. Giddy up, kids. We're going higher. Way to go, everybody. What's the lowest price any of you paid to buy ATIP? How low did you get it? Those scrambled eggs are beautiful. Fantastic. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, my gosh. Nick, also my U.S. steel short is looking green. Waiting for that nosedive to 23. It's coming, baby. It is coming. The U.S. steel right now is 24.72 down $1.06 today. The low of the day, 24.65. We're at 24.72. That's right near the low here on U.S. steel. Nick has got it going on. Way to go, pal. Make money, buddy. Make money. Okay. GameStop, 21.54. ATIP, 36.3. Tesla, 157.72. SoFi, 483.5. Apple's at 145.92, up 45. HPQ down 6 cents, down 6 cents. Thank you, everybody. JR, I got my 1,000 for 53 cents, but I think there are others who bought below that on ATIP. I got some today at 34 cents on ATIP, says Matthew. JRX is dropping off today. This is great. Richard, I bought 30 cents for ATIP. How many of you got ATIP stock under 40 cents? What kind of prices did you guys score on your ATIP? We're now 36.3 going higher. Beautiful. It's not too late to buy more if you don't have enough. This is still a nothing burger here. Cheap at the moment, but 70,000 traded and we're up 2.6%. We've run out of stock. Next stop, 40.45. Get ready. Look out. 21.51 on GameStop, up 51 cents. SoFi, 483.5. Oh, yeah, baby. JRATIP. Nick, I am up 70 grand paper profit on it already. If it drops to 23, I'm going to hit my $100,000 profit goal. Way to go, pal. David Scott, 3,000 ATIP at 46 cents is what I paid for it. Brian, Nick, what did you short it at? 25 something? Robert, 33 cents is my low price. Financial, lowest price paid for ATIP, 30.74 cents. Coyote, Alberto, having a rough week, says Coyote. Okay. Splayer, 35 and 38 are my two lowest buys for 140 shares in total. Way to go, Splayer. You're going to make money on ATIP. It looks to me. We're up 3 cents now, 36.8 cents on ATIP. This is the high of the day, and buying keeps coming in on ATIP. 73,000 traded now on the day. Interesting, isn't it? 21.50 on GameStop, up 50 cents, up 3 on ATIP. Tesla down 3.95. SoFi up 42. Apple up 48, and HBQ down 7 cents. Dean Worry, 34 cents on ATIP here. Financial Mischief, 21,000 of my shares I picked up under 40 cents a piece on ATIP. Flint Creek, buy more soap so I can buy more ATIP. There you go. There you go. 37.9 just popped again on ATIP. We're at 37.9, a new high of the day, up 4.2 cents on 80,000. Another 10,000 shares of buying just came in. 37.7, up 3.9. We are getting some buying in here on ATIP, and we have run out of paper. It's gone. The 30-cent stock's gone. 31 is gone. 32 gone. 33 gone. 34 gone. 35 gone. Gone. It's gone. It's out. That's it. It's finito. Oscar, 35 cents, the lowest price I paid. Splayer at $3 to $6. I'll run those penny calls. Not sure what that means. 37.9 on ATIP. Now 38. 38 cents a share on ATIP, a new high on 81,400 shares. Buyers are nibbling up and sensing we might be in for a bit of a pop here. Yes, back to $1 is all we need, and the list of the threat of delisting on New York goes away for another 6 months. How about that? The higher it goes, those 250 contracts will start to show life, and then it gets really interesting around here. It really gets interesting around here when that starts coming into play. Are we going to have fun around here in the new year? Oh my gosh, think how many hundreds of contracts are going to be written. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, babies. Going to be fun. Real good times. Those January 2024 contracts, those are the ones that I'm watching. January 2024 ATIP contracts. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do. Haven't got a quote showing at the moment on them, but the 750s are still offered at 15. I'm not sure. My market isn't showing. I think they're probably 10 cents right now, but this stock starts going. Watch out. Okay. Flint Creek, 38 cents. Let's put a 1 in front of that number on ATIP. Alex Yahoo tells me ATIP just hit 38. Nick, Pulse Guitar, shorting is the way to make money in this rigged market, but be careful. You are fighting with big money, so always start low, then double up to maintain the average. Alberto Gayotti, keep your head up. I hope things work out. DQ, whoa, Moderna. David, when it goes back to $1, I'll sell those 250 contracts for 35.40 cents and make back all the money I've spent on buying the stock. Yeah. Splair, on ATI, I will get the money back between 3 and 6. Buy new ones from the calls, and then 1,000 units. Hopefully, we're ready at 10. Go, baby. Beach Boy, GameStop. March 23 stinks away at 394, 396. Soup for me. Let's hope so. Splair, that's at least my plan to go from 500 to 1,000 shares. Giddy up, Splair. 38 cents on ATIP now. 21.60 on GameStop. Tesla down 389. SoFi at 486, up 43 cents. Looking good on SoFi now. The volume on SoFi, 24.3 million. It's a good trading day on SoFi. There's volume coming in. ATIP at 38 cents. Volume 99,500. There's steady nibbling coming in here. A little bit of nibbling is coming into that stock. 21.57 on GameStop. Volume today, 1.6 million shares. Still light. Dow up 168. Oh, are we having fun or what? Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. GameStop. Go, kids, go. That's all I have to say about all that. Man, oh, man. Let's take a look at those. Alrighty. Let's take a look at those. Alrighty. Giddy up, Beach Boy. You're out there. You're getting hit. You're getting hit, I think. Well done. Well done. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Dude is saying, Coyote, sorry you're having a rough week there, buddy. Go, markets go. SoFi, 488.9, up 45.9 cents. ATIP, 37.6 cents now on 107,000. We got some volume coming in, coming through. Got some trading going on. Shorters might be in trouble if this keeps popping. Could be a problem for shorters. 185 a gain on the Dow, 62-cent gain on GameStop. Tesla down 356. SoFi up 46 cents to 489.5. The high of the day on SoFi, 490. We're right up there. We're right up there. Half a penny away from the high of the day on SoFi, kids. Going for $5 maybe today. Cindy B, I got 9,100 ATIP. How much do you guys own? Mirko, hey, Uncle Bruce. I sold 2 covered calls, Tesla. 130s, June 2024 expiry at $73 on Monday. Now I set a stink bid at 61.26 in 2 days, over $10 a contract. Should I buy back or wait for a little pop to sell new ones? See, there you have it. Well, I think the stock's going lower. I think you're going lower. You got a little profit here, but 145, 140 is where I think you're headed. But hey, you're doing great. The interest rate decision is coming. Could be good or bad for Tesla, depending on the mood. I don't see a reason why the market would go higher. I think you sell on the news, which means down we go. Mirko, you play it by ear. You can't lose on this trade, really, because you can always do a rollover if you had to. You got time. You've got, got momentum. 156.86. We're under 157 again. Down we go. I would just say stay tight. BW, the home builder cancellation rate nationwide has skyrocketed to 25.6% in October of this year, up from a mere 7.9% during the same month last year, according to John Burns Real Estate Consulting. This is telling. I'm hearing the same thing, this kind of talk from friends in Phoenix, telling me that all kinds of spec houses that were being built have been stopped dead in their tracks. People put deposits down, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000. Contractor, started putting in the footings, started to doing framing, and all of a sudden, the buyer is supposed to put up another 10, 20%, and they're not doing it. They're walking away. They're walking away from 25 grand, for example, because their mind is saying to them, I bought this house. If I buy this house, it's $600,000. If I walk away, I lose 25 grand right now, but a year from now, I might buy this house for $500,000 or $400,000. I will buy it for such a lower price that the 25 grand is a nothing burger. I'll get that back and more with a lower price on the way in. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Dude, my ATIP total is 4,500 since we're all sharing here. Mirko, okay, waiting on the Fed. It is 37.7 on ATIP, up 4 cents. Financial Mischief just did some quick math. If and when ATIP hits a buck, that's a $15,262 gain. If I decide to get out there, I make 15 grand. Alberto, uncle, if you're traveling through Palmdale, California, Sammy, my brother, is going to wash and cut your hair for nothing. How about that? It won't take him long, I'll tell you that. Nick, I bought another 5,000 SoFi now. My average is 591, and I wrote a total of 2,000 SoFi contracts. Yeah. Stocks 492 now. 492 on SoFi, up 49 cents. ATIP 37.7, up 4 cents. Bigger than a 10% gain today. Tesla down 405 to 56.90. GameStop 21.74, up 74 cents. Oh man. Dude says my cheapest buy on ATIP 200 at 31 cents. The Stark sisters, uncle, was considering selling puts on Tesla. Any advice? In this account, I'm unable to sell poor man covered calls, but I'm thinking of writing puts. I would not be writing cash secured puts yet on Tesla. No, I think we're going lower yet. There's another $10 here of downside at the very least, my personal opinion. Credit Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. What an awesome morning. Birds are singing. The sun is shining. These casino players are excited. And I'm looking to take their money. Oh, la, la. You got to love that. BW, they cleared out a public golf course near my house. Sorry, Kent. They were going to build a home community with all green energy, gray water, 3 model homes, no other builds for the past 8 months. Yeah, golf courses are being sacrificed here. Mirko, Uncle Bruce put in a I put in a crazy stink bid. 53 cents today. I put in a crazy stink bid. That would be $20 per contract in 2 days. If it hits, fine. If not, the casino stays open. Time is on my side. There you go. Mr. Premium BW, where are you in the AF? Where are you in the AF? I don't know what's going on here. Welcome all to the show. We're up 182 on the Dow. We got a GameStop up 83 cents to 21.83. We got ATIP at 37.8, up 4.1 cents. Tesla down 362, 157.33. SoFi 490, up 47 cents. Apple 146.23, up 76. HBQ has gone green, up 2 cents. Amazon up 41. Home Depot up 5.31. Cisco up 33 cents to 49.96. Netflix is up 3.46. Pfizer up 121 to 54.28. I know people who have Pfizer contracts. I'm kind of wondering if they may want to write me an email and let me know how they're doing, and maybe I can respond to them. Kind of curious. How's it going over there, you guys? We got some ideas here on Pfizer to kind of make it work. We'll see. Let me know if you want. IBM up 72 cents at 151.29. Microsoft up 390 to 260.82. Vanik up 127. Adobe up 162. Goldman is down 327. Interestingly, the bank. Google up $1. Boeing up 51. Moderna is up 11.58 to 209. Trying to take another shot. You gotta let it try. Hit 210.82. We'll see if it can really hold that. Next few days, we'll see if the excitement level dips. Also, with interest rates today, let's see what happens on that Moderna. Meta 122.35 on Meta, up 220. ME down 6.5 cents. Rocket Lab down 1/10 of a penny, but it's trying to break even right now. Matterport is up 5.5. Smart Rent down 3.5. Spire up 2.5. Cyxtera up 2 cents. Royal Caribbean down a dime. Bed Bath Beyond up 5 cents. Carvana up 50. Robinhood down 9. BlackBerry up 2. Target up 176. JP up 33. Costco down 4. Walmart up 33. Disney up 16. Nvidia up 20. American Airlines down 2 cents. 13.44. There you go. One more reminder for those of you joining late or you hadn't heard the word. What's going on is next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, December 2021 and 22. I'm adding an additional hour to my channel For those of you who would like to be in a live on-camera session, 6 of you and me together privately from 1 to 2 in the afternoon Eastern time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern time on all 3 days. If you'd like to be one of 6 people to be on that 1-on-6 or 6-on-1, make a donation to my PayPal account. The link is down below, $150 US. We will book you in. Tell me on a separate email, what day would you like? Bruce, I'm sending $150. I want in on Wednesday, or I want in on Tuesday, or I want in on Thursday's show. If you want in all 3, then of course make a donation for $450. You're in on all 3. So far, we've got 2 gone for Thursday. So I have 4 openings next Thursday. We have 5 openings on Monday and Tuesday so far at this early moment. As far as I can tell you, when I get off the air, I'm going to recheck my my PayPal balances and stuff and make sure I'm not missing anybody here. But it looks like a couple of you have already jumped on this instantaneously and just said, I'm in. If you'd like to be part of the show, please let me know as soon as possible. Thank you. What's going on? We've got 204 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. Hadn't had time to be begging for them a whole bunch here. Thank you all for your help on the thumbs up button and being members of the channel, subscribers to the channel, everything. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it very much. We are right now on this market. The Dow is up 175. We're not really going anywhere. Today is Fed Fund Day. We'll be talking about that here at 3 o'clock this afternoon. S&P up 21, NASDAQ up 59 points, half a point. That's all these markets are up right now, half a percentage point. Oil is up 124 in Texas. 21.75 is GameStop, up 75 cents. ATIP, the star of the show today, 38.6 cents, up 4.8 cents now on ATIP on 145,000 shares of volume. More buying is coming in and the stock is drained out. That's the high of the day at 38.6. There's nothing for sale here. They're not hitting the bids even at the high of the day. I don't think there's anything left. I think it's been wiped out on the tax loss thing. The stock is now going to go for 40 and see if it breaks that. Tesla down 371 to 157.24. SoFi is a winner, 489.8, trying to get to here is 490 again, looking for a $5 bill print. Will we get it? We might. We're up 47 on SoFi today, almost 10% gain here. Apple 146.04, up 57. We're not going very far here, very fast. We're down a penny on HBQ, so we'll keep an eye on these markets, of course. That's what we do. Again, thank you all for your interest in the 6-on-1 shows, the live 1-on-6 private telecasts on camera between the first show and the second show of this channel. If you'd like to join in on that and have a bit of a 1-on-6 experience for an hour, I look forward to your participation on that. It should be a lot of fun and should be interesting and entertaining, I am sure. And we'll see which usual suspects start showing up for this. This should be an interesting time of it. Again, thank you all for everything that you guys are doing for this channel. I really appreciate it. All right. Let's see here. A couple of messages just came in here. Kent is going, oh no, golf courses are disappearing. BW, Mr. Premium, the option. Yes, sir. AFSC 3P071. I have no idea what that means. Credit Savage. I love that while other CEOs and insiders from all of these public companies are selling their stock and trying to recoup money. Meanwhile, Anthony Noto is buying 1 million SoFi shares, bought back all my covered calls yesterday. I'm not fooling around with this. Credit Savage, oh, how precious. Our cute little ATIP is growing, looking cute and all. Before we know it, she'll be $1 a share. Yay, I am so proud. Vivash, Uncle Bruce, now that SoFi is rising, what strike price and expiry should we write? What do you think? Nothing. don't write a single contract on SoFi. Stay the hell out of the way and let it go. Mr. Premium, the option, BW, 25 years in, retired 2 years ago. BW, thumbs up. 10 years in ANG, out 10 years now, medical. Beach Boy, donation for you, my friend. Now I wrote 30 March 23s for $394. Ho, ho, ho. That's almost 12 grand in the house on the new position. Well done, my friend. 2174, right in 23s, out of the money. Nice premiums. Splair, just in case, thanks for the longer show today, Clippers, and you all enjoy the break. Mr. Premium, BW, cool. Maybe we'll chat on a day or sometime. BW, Mr. Premium, put that retirement money to good use, and you won't have to rely on SGLI at all. Flint, thanks, Uncle Bruce. See you for a minute this afternoon, and then I get a lovely message. Go ATIP. Dave, the Mac guy, 1 in 6. Looks like I missed something. I'll have to rewatch. Yes, the 6 and 1 show, the 1 and 6 show, the 6-1-1 show, 1 hour, 6 people, and yours truly. We're on next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, each day for 3 days next week. 1 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern time. If you'd like to be part of the 6, you want to be one of the 6, be part of any of those shows, make a donation of $150 US to the PayPal account for my channel. Here it is right here. There it is, PayPal. Make a $150 donation and tell me in a separate email, what day would you like? If you're going to send me $450, you don't have to send me a private email. I know. But actually, I would like your private email anyway. I want you to send me a private email just to say, did you get it? Because I'm going to send you all a private link to your email address of your choice to invite you into the show about 10 minutes before we begin next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I need that, okay? I can't only have your PayPal donation without the email. So send me a private email as well, all right? Thank you, everybody. Join us if you dare for the 1 on 6. We got 3 of them next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll give it a go, see what happens. BW, last year at this time, the average 30-year mortgage rate was 3.1. A $250,000 home would cost $1,014 per month. Now the 30-year mortgage is $633. A $250,000 home costs $1,475 a month. That's 45% more money out of your pocket. Exactly. Did you guys get a 45% raise from Social Security? Anyone? Hands up. No. Dave, the Mac guy. I would only write on SoFi if you adjust cost basis below $5 like mine. Nick, I am shorting Dish. Do it now if you want to make a quick 50 cents. Brian, my mortgage payment, Brian says, went from $750 to $1,000, so 33% increase. It was a variable, but then I locked in a few months ago. I figured I can afford $1,000 per payment, but any higher, and I'm in trouble. Mandu, 1900 ATIP at 39 cents average. Big O, 38.1 on ATIP right now. 38.1, up 4.4 cents. GameStop up 70. Tesla down 433 to 156. Looks like 156.66 down 429. SoFi 489.5. Apple 145.95. HPQ up a nickel. Folks, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for all the thumbs ups today, all your encouraging words. We have had 209 thumbs ups come in today on this channel. Thank you again for getting me over 200 like you do every single day. So much appreciated. Love you for that. I'll be back on this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time for the final hour of trading. I look forward to seeing you then. We'll close out this market together. We'll keep our eye on ATIP, on GameStop, on Tesla, SoFi, everything. And those of you who are sending in donations on PayPal for the 6-on-1s, thank you all. Make sure to send me a follow-up email, and we'll book you in, and we'll take the slot away from anybody else. There's only 6 a day available for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thank you all. Have a good one. I'll see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Okay, bye for now.